you'll see those two guys in a big 1-2 punch. I really do. I think that obviously he's going to play. At what magnitude, I don't know, but he's definitely going to play and be a part of it.
Your tight ends have not been as productive this year.
No, sure had.
Circumstance, each one has a particular circumstance, but has that been a disappointment, and has it hamstrung you a little bit?
Well, I don't know if it's so much been a disappointment where that we're trying for these guys to make plays and they're just not making them. I think there's a lot of factors that are involved that have kind of limited what they're capable of doing. It's not that what they're doing so much. We've had to keep them in pass protection a lot more. So there's some things that have kind of taken out of their hands. Obviously, we did try to target them a couple of times, 2 or 3 times the other night, and couldn't get the ball off, or we did get the ball off and overthrew it or threw it all the way in the end zone. And so, and then we've had him, and we were able to get the ball to him, several times at Wake, and so it's not so much. I think you're just kind of looking at the end results of this is how many catches they've gotten, this is what they've produced this year. I think overall, obviously, all positions are down from what they've been in the past, and again, it's not just them, but I think there's a lot of factors involved that have kind of changed the dynamics of what we've done.
Can Cole help those guys out?
As far as
hitting them more?
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah, you bet. I mean, I think we've had them open before, and we've hit them, and we've had them open before and not hit them. Sure, it's not that we're saying that we're not trying to involve the tight ends.
With what you did to start the game the other day with all those guys on the field at the same time, were you trying to say something, or were you trying to reveal something, or were you playing just trying to show a very vanilla?
No, we were just trying to get the game going and try to get some confidence in our running backs and see if we can't get the ball between the tackles a little bit more.
Do you see a noticeable difference in South Carolina's defense this year versus last year and the year before? Statistically, there is a significant difference. Are they maybe a little more vulnerable than they've been in the past?
Well, they probably look at us and say the same thing to us offensively too. And looking at the if you just compare statistics, obviously they haven't been what they've been, and we haven't been what we've been. And so I think the biggest thing that obviously they've done is they started the season in a 3-4 scheme and went more back to their 4-down scheme, and trying to put their playmakers on the field and create a great pass rush down inside in the red zone area. And so yeah, I mean they're playing a lot of people as well, or on their side of the ball they are.
When you're doing most of your game plan on Sunday, Monday, I guess, how does it make kind of strange with the uncertainty of quarterback as you're trying to construct your approach for the week?
Well, I mean, you've kind of used to it. I've had several situations this year that you prepare for one plan and be ready to use the next plan, and so we're actively preparing for any scenario that we have. And so again, we'll know a lot more as the week unfolds, but we're going to have to do what we do. I mean, that's what we got to do, and obviously, Deshaun's in there, and to what extent, what can he do and function with, and is he 100%? Is he 90%? Those things, nobody knows that right now, and probably won't know that until later in the week. We know he feels good. He's running around, and who knows from there.
But if that scenario comes forth where Deshaun does play, is his entire game plan open?
Well,
run him as much
I don't think you can answer that question right now until we're able to see him out there running around. I mean, I couldn't answer that yes or no.
Now that he's off to the NFL, I mean, how much of a scheme buster was Clowney these past 3 years?
Well, you had to prepare for him and your passing game, and a lot like everybody has to do does for Vic.
Yeah.
But it was more about those other guys as well. I mean, if you prepared for one and to get your protection right for Clowney, then there was these other guys that were pretty dang good ball players too. And again, I think you know, that's been obviously one of the things that they've missed. Yes.
Because Sutton too. I mean, just, what have you seen? They haven't gotten much of a pass rush. this year.
Right. No. Again, they're trying to put their guys and trying to get the speed on the field at times, and you know, again, they're playing hard, and it'll be interesting to see how they prepare for us.
Chad, obviously 10 years ago, this rivalry took an ugly turn with that brawl. Where were you then? Did it even get on your radar back 10 years ago that there was a big fight here in this game?
Yeah, I remember just vaguely part of it. Just I'm trying to think where I was last week. 10 years ago. Wow. You know, just like any other college football fan, you know, you know, I'm a fan of the game, and always, just regardless who was playing, I always wanted to watch it. And just to see that, and just to see the no one warrants that. I mean, the unfortunate circumstances that and how that all unfolded, and just you know, that's not what the game's about. And you know, as all teams do across the country, you know, everybody preaches sportsmanship and what the game represents and what the game stands for. But 10 years ago, I do remember it